welcome back to another game with Jund against a random opponent in the tournament practice room. This is obviously just going to be a game one since there still is no sideboard yet, although I would like to evaluate sideboard options after this game. My favorite card in the deck might just be Putrid Leech. This card is fantastic. It does everything. It smashes face quite well. I'm going to keep this hand, turn 2 Putrid Leech, turn 3 Sprouting Thrynax, access to all 3 colors, Maelstrom Pulse, Chameleon Colossus. This hand does basically everything. Turn 1 obviously leading with the Raging Ravine. This is another card that has been very good for me over the last few days. As I said in the intro, it was either the intro or the first game I played, I've been playing pretty much solely this deck when I'm not playing Pauper, which sadly enough, or awesomely enough, I don't know, has been most of the time. Speaking of play Pauper, it is wonderful. But Raging Ravine has been an exceptional card for me. I would love to find space for Lava Claw Reaches in here, or perhaps a 4th Raging Ravine. But so far, that is not to be. Another Copperline Gorge. These Scars of Mirrodin dual lands have also been exceptional. And I think they're a big reason why this deck is a Tier 1 contender rather than a Tier 2 contender, because when this deck was in Standard, Shards of Alara, and Zendikar block Standard, it was just so slow because it ran so many of the Worldwake Man lands, along with Savage lands, along with the M10 lands, dual lands that didn't always come into play untapped. So here, obviously, go ahead and play Copperline Gorge and Sprouting Thrynax, but I'll go ahead and bash with the Putrid Leech first. Putrid Leech also plays extremely well with Kitchen Finks, helping to just race faster. Really? Let's see what he does. Into the Royal. Ah ho ho. Oh no. And I'll go ahead and play my Sprouting Thrynax now. So I'm not too unhappy that he bounced the Putrid Leech. It does suck. Into the Royal is not a card that's been seeing a lot of play in Extended as far as I can tell. Let's see, Shelldock Isle. May play the exiled card without paying its mana cost if a library has 20 or fewer cards in it. So I wonder if he's going to traumatize me next turn. Who knows? Okay, you're welcome to do that. I don't know what his deck is. I guess turn 1 I assumed it was some sort of Pyromancer Ascension or Splinter Twin Pestermite deck. But right now I literally have no clue. It appears to be mono blue, and that's about all I can tell. Alright, here I have an option of Putrid Leech or Chameleon Colossus, but it's really not that much of an option because the Putrid Leech bashes for 4, the Chameleon Colossus bashes for as many as 8. And so I can get it in without mana leak or any worries. Also, next turn I can play Putrid Leech and have mana leak mana up, in case that's something I'm concerned about. I don't know if it's something I should be concerned about or not. I have no idea what to expect out of this deck. 2 AM in the tournament practice room is a strange place to be sometimes. But right now, I don't really care about the matchups that I'm playing as. I'm mostly getting a feel for the deck and trying to figure out what cards to take out in various matchups, various archetype matchups, whether they be aggro, control. Okay, I see his plan here. Let's see if he goes with another Archive Trap. Now I know I should not have played my Verdant Catacombs. So he goes ahead and sees beyond and passes the turn. Lightning. Ooh, okay, so this actually, let's see, I think I can cast both, yeah. I'm able to bash for 7, Blightning him, and play a Putrid Leech, which puts lethal damage on the board. Let's see, which one do I want to cast first? Undo. I want to attack first. He knows I have the Leech in hand, so... But here I can... I'm not going to be pumping the Chameleon Colossus here. He's just going to take 7, go to 10. I think I'd rather resolve the Blightning, but I don't know if there's really a way around this, so I'm just going to play Future Leech. Black. Lightning you. And you should be dead next turn. I'm not searching my library this time, so you can't archive and trap me out of the game and get an Eldrazi monster or whatever the hell is hiding underneath there. You do have cool lands, though. Much cooler than mine. My M10. I guess this one's kind of cool. You are allowed to discard your cards. Although, actually, I do this all the time. When I get Blightning, oftentimes I'll just sit there for like a minute waiting for it to tell me to discard my cards, and then I look over and realize it's just been saying choose and discard 2 cards for the last minute, and I feel kind of stupid. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and just assume that's what is happening. Although, actually, I think it would say waiting to discard. Yeah, so... He discards Sea Beyond and Deprive and passes the turn. Alright, and I pass the turn, rather. Let's see, I don't know if he has any outs here. I've got 7 damage on the board no matter what happens, unless he's got 2 Into the Royals or a Cryptic Command. Well, I guess a Cryptic Command is pretty likely, but... No, there is no Cryptic Command. Flying other creatures are 1/1. Fascinating. Well, I am just going to kill it. That was kind of a cool card to play there. Godhead of Awe. See, I missed Lorwyn block. I missed all that cool stuff. Shadowmoor, Eventide, Morningtide, all of them. So a lot of these cards I'm seeing for the first time. Okay, I'll go for the cool way to do it. Because I like casting Bituminous Blast. The first 2 days I played this deck, I didn't even draw Bituminous Blast. I was so disappointed with that. I was actually probably more excited to play Bituminous Blast than any other card in this main deck. And of course, I never draw it. But that makes things a little better, and game over. Well, thank you for watching. I will be back in a few minutes with a